Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Arseni, and this is going to be a new series. I don't know how long it'll last, but I'll try to last it as long as I can. In which we're going to be playing one of, in my opinion, the greatest role-playing games, possibly one of the greatest games ever, which is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. This game was released, I believe, by Troika Entertainment. It was, I think, their last game. It was released to great commercial and critical success, but unfortunately wasn't enough to save the studio. This game has quite a reputation in the role-playing game community. It was developed using, I believe, the same engine as Half-Life 2, which was the Source engine. So it's going to look a little dated, but I am running a high resolution patch, unofficial patch, as well as the widescreen unofficial patch. So hopefully it's not going to look too bad. Okay, we're going to start a new game, and we're going to create a new character. If you don't know what Vampire the Masquerade is, it is a role-playing game, a tabletop role-playing game, published by White Wolf Company, and it's a game set in a World of Darkness setting, in which you play different kinds of legendary monsters, creatures, and also the people who hunt those creatures. But in Vampire the Masquerade specifically, you're playing a vampire who belongs to one of, I believe it was 13 clans. It was in the original setting, and here's the character creation. I actually forgot about this part. I forgot that you have to do a kind of a questionnaire, but here we go. All right. Would you like to answer a series of questions about the type of vampire you'd like to play and allow the game to create your character, or go directly to the character sheet and set your character's clan, attributes, and abilities yourself? I think it'll be a little bit more fun if we answer a set of questions. I hope I'm going to get one of the clans that I haven't played before. I played this game a lot and I finished it a few times, but hopefully I'll get to play a clan I haven't played before. So let's do the questionnaire. Would you like your character to be male or female? Gender does matter in this game. It impacts dialogue options. Let's go with female. I think I finished the game with a female character before. This game. Okay. Let's show her your fangs and send her fleeing in fear for her life. You are outbid at an auction for a macabre piece of art that you just must have. You know the collector who won it, you've even been to his house. Do you get a few drinks into him later on, persuade him to sell it to you, wait until he leaves, find a spare key and make it look like a robbery, or write an unflattering critique of the artist, get it published, and just wait for your friend to try to unload it? Let's go with 3. I think that's a pretty fun option. Okay, it's late, you're at a red spot waiting for your microwave burrito to heat up. There are 3 arcade games to waste some time on. Which one do you play? The fighting game, the beat 'em up game, or that sniper game with a realistic gun for a controller? Let's go with the fighting game. I've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat and Dark Souls lately. While in the club, you spot your ex-roommate who skipped out after taking your stuff and leaving you with a stack of bills. He looks dead drunk. Grab him by the head and repeatedly bash his face into the bar. Call the cops. We're going to bash his face into the bar. You met someone at a club and they took you back to their place. Things start to get interesting. This is a mature game. This is an adult game. When all of a sudden you hear someone come in the front door, their spouse. Do you head to the kitchen, let them see you, pretend you are a distant cousin, they were nice enough to let you stay on the couch, gather up your clothes, hide behind the door, and slip out of the apartment as quietly as possible, or calmly you explain that you had no idea they were married and that you intend to leave and never come back, keeping your finger over the speed dial in case you need the police? Let's try to slip out of that sticky situation. Speaking of sticky situations, you were mugged last night. It wasn't life-threatening, but you want to take some measures to make sure that if it happens again, you aren't defenseless. Do you sign up for martial arts class, start carrying a knife, or buy a gun? Let's sign up for a martial arts class. You're stuck in traffic after a concert and the guy behind you is laying on the horn. Your friends in the car are urging you to park the car and help them stick the dude's horn somewhere uncomfortable. Do you get out, pull the guy out of the car and put him in the hospital, or talk your friends down? You don't need a lawsuit or jail time. No, we're gonna pull the guy out of the car. The new neighbor is gorgeous and you want to see a lot more of them. Do you turn out the lights, put on dark clothing, mount the video camera on a tripod and wait for the show to begin? Or have a romantic dinner with soft music and some mood lighting. Nature will take its course. Let's go with option 2. It's a little bit less. But then again, you know what? This is a pretty dark game. Let's go with 1. The world is a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? Someone gets in my way, I kick their ass. That's why. I live alone. I don't need others. Just me, my dog, and to help with the rest. Let's go with option 1. So, what did we get? You have been embraced by the Bruja clan. Called by some a clan of violent brutes and mindless street thugs, the Bruja have been known to tangle, but are a proud clan who fight for freedom in life and death and put their combat abilities to use whenever they're necessary. That's cool. I actually have not played Bruja in Bloodlines before, so let's go with Bruja. And let's see, our attributes and abilities have now been determined. So let's take a look. Okay, so I'm not going to go through through all the attributes and skills, but this is basically exactly as the pen and paper game. All the same attributes and talents. So we can brawl and dodge and intimidate a bit. We do a bit of firearms and melee. We're actually pretty knowledgeable of finance, so that's going to be interesting. We're pretty strong, and we've got our wits about us, but our social isn't very good. And in this game, social stats are pretty important. Actually, let me just get rid of the tutorial text. Okay, so let's take a quick look. We've got unarmed combat, which is based off, I believe, strength and brawl. Melee combat, which is strength and melee. Range combat, which is perception and firearms. Not great. We're not going to be doing a lot of shooting. And our combat defense is actually pretty decent because we have 2 points in wits. We do know some lockpicking, sneaking, hacking. Interestingly enough, inspection. I feel like this is all around kind of a balanced character. So yeah. Okay, we just need to name our character. Well, let's name. Okay, let's see. He's Bruja. Let's name him Bob. Okay, I'm really terrible with names, to be honest. Oh, and the disciplines. Yes, we have 1 point in celerity, which is a very good discipline to have. 2 points in potence, and we've got 1 point in presence, which is going to help us in social situations. Which is very good. So some disciplines they can actually be used both in combat and also in a dialogue. So presence is going to be quite handy. All right. So we got our Bob the Vampire, and let's have a look.
I want to show you something.
So embrace is kind of the term in this game for being turned into a vampire, because in the setting, being bitten does not necessarily mean that you turn into a vampire. Also, vampires don't need to kill in order to feed. They can kind of feed from a person and still leave them weakened but alive. So we've been embraced. Unfortunately, in this game, you couldn't customize your character appearance. It depended on your, basically your clan and your gender. Oh, wow, okay. We've just been embraced and we've already been staked through the heart.
My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that
this is bullshit!
if Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening.
Well, there's our brief introduction to the Society of Vampires, or Kindred, as they prefer to call themselves, and kind of the setup. We've been embraced, but our sire
tragic. My apologies.
has been executed for violating one of the vampiric laws.
That all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity.
Unfortunately, you can see that the animations on the models are not the greatest. Also, if I remember correctly, by changing clothes, by changing attire, it actually changed some of the animations.
By the name of Mercurio.
So, yeah.
He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
And just like that, we are dumped on the streets as a newbie. Yeah. Okay, and we begin the tutorial. Actually, on the left we have our kind of a health bar, and on the right we have our or vitae bot. Vitae is the vampiric word for blood. They like to use all these words to basically pretend that, you know, kind of mask their horrific nature. Okay, so here we are, and we in Los Angeles.
What a
Whoa!
scene, man! Woo-wee! Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods.
I gotta
How
say,
about that?
just remembering the
Look,
character
it's
design
probably a lot for you to take in, so
and
why don't you let me show
the
you the
voice
ropes?
acting in
Wait a
this
second.
game was fantastic for its time. All right, who the
I'm
hell are
Jack.
you? He's
What's
Jack.
important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide, and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
Okay, just give me the basics.
Youngsters these days. Well, your funeral, kiddo. But keep a couple things in mind before you go. Now, these lessons aren't just for your benefit, so listen up. First, the Masquerade. You're gonna be hearing a lot about this, so let me sum up real quick. Sure, you're a vampire. Great. Keep it to yourself, okay? It's easier that way, trust me. That's the Masquerade. Keeping vampire secrets secret. Easy, right? Easy peasy. Now, if you violate the Masquerade, if you run around spooking humans or whatever, you make things harder on all of us. Then all of us get pissed off and we come after you. And you end up like your sire there, staked and baked. Comprende, kiddo? Right on. Next, humanity. Being a vampire isn't the end of the road. You think life was hard? Just wait. Now you're half beast, half man, and it ain't quite an easy fit. You're gonna be fighting that beast for the rest of your days, every time you give into it. Whenever you kill an innocent, you feed the beast a little more, and it grows a little stronger. After a while, the beast can take over, and you'll go wild and have to be put down like a rabid dog. So, you know, fight it. Don't be a homicidal maniac. That'll help with the Masquerade, too. See how it all comes together? Ain't that nice?
Yeah,
Now,
that
with
sure
all
is
that said,
nice.
you still have to keep your ass alive. For that, you're gonna have to feed. That's a little blood sound, kiddo. I imagine you're feeling that thirst right about now, huh? Get it where you can, however you can. Just remember the first two. Also, drink deep, but don't drain them dry. See, that's giving in to the beast. You do that, you lose a grip on your humanity and you lose control. There we go again. It all fits together. Beautiful. Can you dig it?
Yeah, it all fits together like if it was a game setting. Jack is a fantastic character. We're going to be seeing a lot more of him later.
Righteous. Now, ship off like a good little soldier. If you pull this off, come downtown to the last round and I'll tell you how jacked this whole...
All right, our quest log has been upgraded. Updated. Sorry, updated. Okay. Well, we actually skipped kind of the tutorial level where kind of you get a chance to feed on somebody and sneak past somebody and stuff like that. So this is our haven, a little piece of home. We got some Lacuna Coil posters. I love Lacuna Coil. They're Italian, kind of a metal, hard rock, goth band who actually did some of the music for this game. The soundtrack is fantastic and it's one of the best soundtracks in the game. In kind of the game business. We've got a bunch of stuff to look at, so let's just have a quick look. All right, crouching puts us into kind of a stealth mode. You can see that there's a new bar appearing on the left. It's not the best stealth system, but it suffices. Let's take a look here. Money envelope, got $100. Yeah, let's take that. Piece of paper. Let's take a look. Hey, the password for your computer is Sunrise. Keep the cash in the drawer. It's yours. I dropped you an email with my address. Come on over after you get settled. Mercurio. Okay. Thank you, Mercurio. A letter. At your convenience, please come and visit me at my home downtown. I leave you this to guide you. Dark blood, I'll curse a lightless verse. Such power I sense in one so young. Come find me where burns the mystical sun. M. Strauss, the Tremere Regent. We don't know what a Tremere is yet, or what is a Regent. And this little verse is, a bit puzzly. So let's just keep it for now. I've got a laptop. All right, we've got. And in this game, actually, to use computers, you actually have to type stuff in. Yeah, so it's interesting. So let's take a look at our help. Okay, menus. Okay, and let's go to email. We can also hack using Control-C. It's going to give us a bit of experience if we do it, but we know the password. So let's just take a look. Okay, a reminder. What's a reminder? Mercury will contact you when you arrive. Yeah, we know that. Okay, let's go to next. Penis enlargement. Watch the girls come running. Okay, we got some spam. Okay. Next. Looking for that lazy ass ex-husband who's late on his alimony payments? How about that jerk who knocked you up? Look no further with Arthur Kilpatrick's amazing crime pewter. You can find almost anyone with a record, and these days that's just about everyone. So come on down to Arthur Kilpatrick's bail bonds. If you've got the deadbeat, we've got the technology to find him. Let's make a note of that for later. This could be important. Okay, Mercurio, hey, welcome to town. Come on over to my place once you get situated, and we'll talk about what you'll need to get the job done. I'm going to pick up explosives right now, some astrolite. Explosives? What do we need explosives for? I should be back by the time you come over. I'm at 24 Main Street in number 4. Walk to the end of the alley, and my building is the next one on the right. Okay? And last, subject, the opening. From a friend. The game begins. A pawn is moved. Now who could that be? Don't know. Okay. There we go. And we've got some information. We know where Mercurio is going to be. We've got a TV.
Mechanical problem, and that the studio is not pursuing legal action against Rivers for the trademark Gates destruction. Miraculously, this is the second crash Rivers has escaped unharmed in the last year. A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has
gelatinous creature
heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away, the mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus.
All right. Well, actually, if you watch the TV, it does change depending on what you do in the story, which is pretty neat. Just close the door. Hey, what's that? Are those drugs? Pill bottles. Okay, great. Got some pills. Don't know what they do. Is that... Oh, a normal watch. Does that mean that there are some abnormal watches? Yeah, you can see that this game is a bit dated by kind of how the physics behave. Let's take a look. We've got wallet, pills, estrogen, caution, do not take if male. Okay, good to know. This is a replica of a much nicer watch. All right, we've got some fists, and that's about it. I mean, we don't actually have any weapons. Blood pack. Oh, what? Thank you. 3 blood packs. Excellent. Let's see. Oh, something in the cardboard. I actually can't remember how to switch modes. 1 second. Let's just take a quick look. Plus minus, I think. Oh, Z. Okay, there we go. Well, oh, we almost got it out. Do we have it out? Yes, we do. Let's just throw it. You can actually throw stuff in game to kind of create sound to distract the guards, or, well, whatever you really need to do.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know.
Some old
If
pizza.
you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing,
Not that we
you're
can
listening
eat
to
food.
Dead of Night.
The radio is also fantastic. Actually, the music in general is fantastic. We're gonna leave it
The
on.
only
Actually.
girl who will spend the night with you and
Okay.
spend the
Let's
Well,
step
looks like a
outside
bird's
and
eye man.
take a look.
Let's see.
Okay, can we lockpick this? No, because we need lockpicks. Makes sense. Newspaper. Carnival of Death. Gruesome remains found on the pier. Police baffled. Alright. No doorknob on this door, so we can't enter. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, we're in someone else's apartment. Let's just have a quick look. See what's what. A computer. A bed. Okay, someone's bathroom. Let's just have a quick look. Anything of interest in this bathroom? No, just a dirty toilet. Basically everything is run down and kind of awful in this part of town. Which is Santa Monica, right? Yes, we are in Santa Monica by night. Okay, let's go downstairs. And nothing in our mailbox. Nothing in our mailbox. Let's go outside.
Hey, lady, you got some change?
You're not exactly what I wanted, but choosers can eat beggars. Let's go with that.
And a crab nibble, and this one's got crab nibble. All got a crab nibble.
Yes, crab nipples. And we're gonna feed, but we're not gonna kill him just yet. Feeding leaves him in a daze for just a little while. Now there are sewers which you can go into. In fact, one of the clans lives in the sewers, but we're gonna stay out of the sewers for now because, well, they can be a little dangerous. Blood? Some guy? What's going on? Well, we're not gonna go to the sewers just yet, so let's take a look. Tattoos. Okay. Pawn shop. Okay, well, we might...
It's not my problem.
Can't go there. Yet. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the pawn shop. So, actually, if I remember correctly... No, never mind. My bad. Okay, let's meet the local merchant and maybe get some things. You know, we're gonna need some lockpicks, that's for sure.
Hey. How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or...
Okay, what's your name?
They call me Trip. I own this shop.
Trip? Sounds like you tripping a lot.
No. Not really. Sorry. Thanks. You, new to Santa Monica? It's not a big surprise. We get you faces through here night after night. Used to be more... Beats me. Santa Monica is dead.
It's
dead. I
dead.
don't know why anyone
Get
comes
it?
out here anymore.
Okay,
right,
well, let's
here's
take a
what
look.
We got today.
We've got this nice watch somewhere. Could sell that, and yeah, whatever. Let's sell that. Okay, let's see, what can we get? Lockpick, 85 bucks. Alright, let's buy it. And we can get a tire iron or a baseball bat. I think our melee is 3. So let's buy a tire iron. That should be alright. We do need to actually equip it. When you kind of holster or unholster melee weapons, it goes into third person mode. So now we have a lockpick, and we've got a tire iron, and we've got a side quest to procure some drugs, and we're ready to hit the streets of Santa Monica.